Okay, so this one came across the various channels that I've been paying attention to halfway over the last few months. And it's kind of sat in my list of tabs to go over, and now I'm finally clearing that tab out of there, but I've still got like a bunch more tabs to go through. And so you can't do everything. But, oh, there's a long-standing thing, it seems, or has evolved into something where many open source initiatives, like the OSI, the Open Source Initiative, are being bought out by the big tech companies like Microsoft. Like Microsoft has a huge buy-in of these various organizations. So like we can go and look at the Linux Foundation, and we can see that who their sponsors are here at the bottom. So like OpenSSF, let me turn off dark mode and make people hate me, but they've got sustainable development goals in here. Like, what does it have to do with the Linux kernel itself, being as it's generally lighter than the Microsoft's Windows kernel? Let's see, open data, open standards, open hardware, open software. Where is it? They've got their corporate members. So you've got a long list of platinum members in the Linux Foundation, like Microsoft, Oracle, Tencent, Huawei, Samsung, Fujitsu, Intel, that put in a lot into it. Like a fair number of them being Chinese companies, Sony, WeBank, what? Toyota, Google is here as well, Dell, let's see, who else? Cocktail Cloud, wow. Adobe's in here, and for some reason they can't port their stuff to Linux. So all these companies that have shares in the Linux Foundation, but don't do anything with it, even though they have it there. They probably use it for their server hosting, but they can't be bothered to develop for it, even though they're giving money to it. And then they try and rigmarole it however they feel like. So OSI is kind of in the same boat. They've got a fair number of corporate sponsors that kind of go against, what is it, the community that they supposedly advocate for. So like you've got Amazon here, Google. Let's see. View all sponsors. Helpful. Amazon, Bloomberg, Capital One, Cisco, GitHub. See, GitHub is not separate from Microsoft. Microsoft is also a maintainer on the OSI. And then you've got O'Reilly, Rocket Chats, few others. So you've got a good number of corporate sponsors again for OSI. Microsoft being one of them again, that basically manipulates things however they feel. So the Linux kernel is plagued by it. OSI is plagued by it. Now, if we go fsf.org, and they've got their hands in all the pots, basically. Let's go membership. Come on, where is it? Volunteering and internships, blah, blah, blah. It's in here somewhere. Patrons. Okay, so you've got the massive patrons here. Bytemark Hosting, Vikings, Hurricane Electric. I mean, not too many, it looks like. Associate members. So I don't see too many. What is it? I don't see too many big corporations in there. Staff and board. Ba-da-ba-ba. Libre Planet Conference. She has demonstrated skills in leading technology and social justice initiatives. Okay, interesting. Let's see, business operations, outreach communications, campaigns manager. Previously worked as a goat herder, labor organizer, and tutor of Attic Greek. Interesting. See, I don't see anybody really that seems to come from big tech here, but they do have various, college degrees in some cases. Okay, so you've got MIT, you've got civic actions, blah, blah, blah. Developer of proprietary software companies. Richard Stallman, of course. But you can see the difference between the two, and even still they mention that OSI and their Microsoft-funded analysts have done some things to talk about the irrelevance of the GPL. Then the FSF says they're going to write a statement on it, but a statement never comes. And so everyone ends up bending over to these larger organizations because they're funded by the big money and they don't have the same clout as, or the same backing in order to take task to it like the others do that are Microsoft backed. And that's the hard part, is how do you fight something that has more money behind it and is able to rig things more in their favor against you? And it's kind of been like a battle since, like, and also talking about the deal of open source and hosting your open source projects on GitHub, which is proprietary. And then they're also violating GPL with the AI copilots because they're using that source code as a learning model for these copilot AI in order to provide developers with ease of coding, AI-assisted coding. And that creates a whole mess of rules because it's like, well, is this legally feasible? And then they never really take it to task because it's like, well, we can't really do anything because of the money behind it. And so I can see how, like, yeah, you're mad and you don't like it, and how your digital rights or your human rights are being violated and intruded upon in the digital space, and how the supposed organizations that are supposed to fight against it don't fight against it, probably due to funding and the ability to do so financially. If you enjoyed the video, then like, comment, subscribe, feed the algorithm, boost the video up, share this video with your friends. If you found it informative or you just want to chat, I've got plenty of places in the description, Discord, Guilded, and what have you. Check those out, and I will see you guys in the next one.